सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. So today we have the easy part, an interesting part, that is non-grammar part. I hope this all you people are reading your own all these words and try to use them wherever you get chance. And whenever these words you are reading, so suppose, so if I say Keshaha, so Kesha is what? It is a noun or verb?
Noun.
Noun. Which type of noun it is?
Akaranta.
Napumsaka.
It's a Pumlinga.
Akaranta.
Akaranta Pumlinga. So in Sanskrit, one thing is there you have to always keep in mind, like in other languages which are where this gender is, like in Hindi, gender is too much, in verb also is having gender. So there what happens when nouns gender is getting decided, mostly it is based on the gender which the noun points. Suppose if you are saying something whose gender you don't know, some word whose gender you initially don't know, then you will say what this points to. So if that points to something which is feminine, you will derive that this word is also feminine. But in Sanskrit it is not like that. Each word are having their own gender. It doesn't depend on what they point. So screen, okay, I haven't shared, I will share now. So in Sanskrit, what I was telling is each word has its own gender. So how the word gets gender? So all the words can be derived. So it is samskritam, means it is kritam, it is made, properly made. So when in the process of deriving the word, there are some processes which declare the gender of the word, or which somehow dictate the gender of word. So you cannot know what is the gender of word until you are at that level where you figure out like what is the derivation path of this word. So when you will learn that much, like you know how a particular word is derived, then you will understand that this word will be of this gender only. Till that time you will feel this thing as little disconnected, like why this thing is phalam is napumsak linga, but something is same other thing is not napumsak linga, it is pumlinga. So till that we have to go by book. So whenever you have doubt in this, don't grow that doubt immediately. You just think of a situation where a kid is learning a language. He doesn't bother about these things. He just accepts the new word. He accepts it as it is and starts using it. So after some time will come when you will be eligible, when you will reach to that level where you can understand, you ask your this doubt and get it clarified. Before that itself, if you ask this doubt like why this is this and why that is that, then you will quit the learning process very soon. So that is what happens. That is how, if you have to kill anything, that is what like our happened with this language. Like if you have to kill anything, you don't teach that in that particular language. If you somebody teaches you Telugu in Hindi, and he expects like someday you will talk in Telugu, that day will be very far, because you will learn Hindi better while learning Telugu. So same thing happens with Sanskrit. Now since we are so far that there is no other way to connect instead of this English or whatever common language today. But end of this also, suppose the first level we are talking in English, When you will pass this level, we will reduce the amount of English. By fourth level, once you will reach, there will be zero English. We all will talk. If you are not able to talk, you will understand what a person is talking completely in Sanskrit. So that is what is within 2 years. That is the goal we are having. So here all these words, just try to know them, try to use them. Try to know what they are noun or they are verb. If they are noun, then what is the ending? If they are verb, what is the purusha and what is the vachana? Once you in noun you know the ending, you figure out they are pumlinga or strilinga. If you have confusion, you ask in group. Many people are there who might know that. Otherwise, if I know, I will answer. So you see these all kapolaha, oshthaha, dantaha, karnaha. You can read them and simply you can try to figure out kantha is there, then what is the ending, and it is a pumlinga, strilinga, like that. Nasika, nasika is what? You can see here jihva, janga, akaran, strilinga. Right. So like that, like this, if you will do, then only language will come, and then only your interest will also come. So otherwise, it is passing examination is a different thing, but coming is will be tough. Okay, we will come to Prahelika. So Prahelika is Purushah Kidrisho Vetti Prayena Saklah Kalah. So you see now Purushah Kidrishaha. This is Sandhi, because of that it became Kidrisho. So Purushah Kidrishaha Vetti. So there is a T end of this sound is coming. So this thing is a verb. Vetti is that knowing. So this, if you see, this is from similar root from which Veda comes. So that is for knowing, jnana. So Vetti knows. Purushaha, Kidrishaha Purushaha Vetti. Kidrishaha means of which type or who, right? Purusha means person. So Prayena means often. Sakalaha, kalaha. They are what kind of words? Tell. Are they noun or verbs?
Noun.
Now, no need to be correct. You just tell whatever it is. It is not going to affect anything. So, if they are noun, then are they prathama or dvitiya?
Sakalaha.
Sakalaha.
Pradama.
Prathama. If they are prathama, they are ekvachana or bahuvachana?
Bahuvachana.
Bahuvachan.
Bahuvachana. What will be the root of this? Noun.
Sakala.
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 Sakala, kala.
Kala.
Sakala, kala. Kala is art. Sakala means all.
All.
All. So now he is making his plural so that it is main. So now we will try to understand meaning of this whole line. Kidrishaha purushaha vetti. Which type of person knows often all kind of arts or learning, whatever you can say, right? So this is the meaning of first line. Now below he is coming and telling Madhya Varna Dvayam. So Madhya means middle, Varna means letters, Dvayam means two. Now this is Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya?
Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Dvitiya means two.
Two.
To which the middle two words, right? Two middle two words. Tyaktva. Tyaktva means after leaving, after omitting, right? Bruhi. Bruhi means tell. This is verb. Bruhi, it comes from, like you have heard, uvacha, bravimi. So they are all same, different tenses, same. Bruhi. So bruhi means tell. Kaha, who, syat, might be. This is another tense. This is also verb. Sur alayah, abode of gods. So he is telling, if you leave the middle two words, then tell
The
what
God's
is
house.
the meaning of heaven.
Swarga, heaven.
Swarga. So overall, what it is asking there what you are, what a person is called who knows often mostly all the branches of learning. So the whatever it is called, if you will omit the middle two words, whatever will remain, that will be name of Suralaya, name of the heaven. So this is little tricky. If you don't have vocabulary with you, then it is hard to tell this. So first one is answer is this Nagarikaha. So Nagarikaha means all the citizen. So whoever is like educated citizen, they mostly are supposed to be knowing most of the things. It is not true. Now today's Nagarika means somebody who lives in Nagara. So it doesn't mean what is his education, this thing. So Nagarikaha. So if you take the middle two words now, what word will remain?
Rika, Riga, Gari.
No, middle two words. Madhya Varna Dvayam.
Gari. You can do it. Nagarika means in that
Naka.
Naka. Nakaha. Right? So Gi and Ri you will Ga and Ri you will remove, right? Madhya Varna Dvayam.
Yeah.
So Na Ga Ri Kaha. So
Naka.
4 words are there total. So Madhya means middle two words. So middle two means Ga and Ri you will leave. So Nakah will remain. So Swarga is called as Nakah also. Another name of Swarga is Nakah. So that way this riddle is solved. All the padas. One Prichati.
Just repeat it, Madhya. Purushaha.
Purushaha. Idrishaha. This is Dra. Da and R. Idrishaha. Veti. Prayena. Sakalaha kalaha. मध्य वर्ण द्वयम त्यक्त्वा ब्रूहि कः स्यात् सुरालयः. So
Sir, Tyatva means take off or?
no. Actually, Tyaktva is a participle. It tells like Saman Karta Purvakalik Kriya. Means this is used for if the doer is same, but he has done that action before. So suppose if I have to say I will eat breakfast then go to office. So there are two actions, right? So I will eat is one action and then go is another action, right?
Yeah.
So the earlier action which comes first by single user, it cannot be said like when my daughter or kid will eat breakfast then I will go office, then it will not come. So if same doer is there, so suppose if I have to say here without using this word, I will say Saha Tyajati, Saha Gachati, right? He leaves, then he goes. If I have to mix this sentence, there is a participle that you will read in this book. So I will say Saha Tyaktva Gachati.
Is it conjunction?
Yes. It is called Kridanta here, participle in English.
Okay.
So suppose I have a word aham gachhami jalam pibami. I go, I drink milk. So it is giving a meaning, right? First I go, then I drink milk, right? Because it is in one sentence, correct?
Yes.
Right? So then I can merge using participle and I can say aham gatva jalam pibami. I drink milk. I drink water after going there. So similarly, tyaktva after leaving, after
Combining the two sentences, you have to use this same.
means this will tell always that action will happen first. So here it is telling madhya varna dvayam tyaktva. So meaning you should get after leaving the two words. After, like this action should happen before. So what is after action after this? Bruhi. Bruhi means when you are going to tell, before that you leave the two words. So is it clear or I made it complex?
Clear.
Clear. Huh?
No, I got it. Good.
Syat is
हाँ,
verb.
Syat is verb.
Syat.
Syat is verb. It will be. It's called vidhilinga. So asti, you know, right? Asti means is in present tense.
Is.
So there is one mood which is called as vidhilinga. That is another kind of tense. So there we say vidhi. Vidhi means something where is mandated, should be, must be, like that. So there asti syat. So like if you have seen people say shubham bhuyat, right? If you are giving somebody is going and you are just blessing them or parting, instead of bye you can say shubham bhuyat. So that also is ending ta. So that is also the same thing. Like you say similar kind, not exactly but similar kind, when you say astu, santu, they all are request or mandating things. Should, in English you can translate them should be, must be, like that. So this is asti, which gets converted into syat when it goes into that particular tense. This tense you will read in second level of this course. That is called as vidhilinga tense. So next sangraha vishaya is there. Haraha. Who is haraha?
Shiv.
Shiva.
Lord
Shiva.
Shiva.
Papani hartat. Again sandhi is there here. Shivo is, it is written, but it will be Shivaha. Shivaha dattam sada shivam. So papani is what word? Noun or verb?
Verb. Noun.
So what vachana?
Napumsakalinga.
Napumsak linga. What vachana?
Ekavachana.
Plural.
Bahuvachana.
Bahuvachana.
Papani.
Phalani. So this haratat is another form. So this is a lot lakara. So this it is in this book only. So this you will read further. As of now you have learned two tenses. Lat lakara, which is called as vartaman kala. Lang lakara, which is called as bhut kala. This is lot lakara. That is similar request, order, like that. This is a optional form, so but it is used here. Like sarve santu niramaya. So santu and all those things are lot lakara. That you will read there. So this also is lot. So here it means may. So like let. So let me go. So there, those places that lakara is used. So haraha papani hartat. So here you will say may. So English translation is saying may. May Lord Shiva remove the sins. Papani, haraha, Lord Shiva, hartat, harati. So present tense will be harati. So if you are saying with request or this thing, you will say haratu or haratat. Shivaha dattam sada shivam. So Shivaha, Shiva is ek prathama vibhakti. So he is the karta of what? Dattam sada shivam. Shivam is auspiciousness. Auspiciousness. Sada is always. Dattam means giver. So Shiva, who is giver of good things always, let he take away all the papas. Na janami. So there is a sandhi. Na janami iti. So two e's came together and they became one big E. So just break them. Na janami. Janami is what? Verb or noun?
Verb.
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 What Purusha?
Knowing.
Third, Uttama
What
Purusha.
Purusha?
Uttama Purusha Ekavachana.
Uttam Purusha Ekavachana.
Yeah.
Right. So when it is saying na janami, it means who is saying na janami?
Shiva.
No. Shiva is third
No,
person,
we.
right?
I.
Aham.
Author.
Author. So whoever is speaking here, he. So
Okay.
that is how you try to understand. Nothing this here. Right? So na janami iti na bruyat. Bruyat again, you see, bruyat is bruhi. Right? Same thing but different tense. So this ta, this ta, this ta, you see, they are for similar meaning, ending. So now he is telling na janami iti na bruyat. So don't tell na janami, I don't know. So now he converted the sentence in such a way like Shiva is telling aham na janami, I don't know. Like this na bruyat, don't tell like this that I don't know. Sarvagya padbhagayatah, because you are called as Sarvagyani, you know everything. So you know my problems, you take away my sins, and you give me the good times or something. So na janami, now who is telling?
The
Author is saying.
Lord, devotee.
No, Shiva is telling. Shiva is
Shiva
telling.
is-
Shiva is telling, and author is quoting him. Right? It is clear or not? Na janami iti. Iti wherever comes, it is like quotation mark in English. So if I have to say aham gacchami, what is meaning?
I am
I
going.
go.
I
I
am
am
going.
going.
I am going or I go. If I say aham gacchami iti sa uktavati.
Little
I
bit
am
confusing.
going.
Okay, let me make it simpler. Aham gacchami iti saha vadati.
Okay. Himself
He is
told.
telling that I
I
am
am
going.
going.
Yes, I am
Yes,
going.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
like okay.
He is telling.
So now you
He is
understood.
telling that.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. I
Na
got it.
janami iti na bruyat. I don't know. Don't tell like this. It is that way. So in all the stories also, if you see, so I think in all this thing, stories, you have used this kind of prayoga. So be little more attention you pay when you are reading your own. So that you will get the question, because what question you will get, I may not get now. I might have got at time of my study. I will try to cover them, but your questions will be your own. So see here, jalam katham pibami iti kakah chintayati. What is the meaning of this?
Where I will drink the water? How I will drink the water?
Like that, the crow tells.
Said by crow.
Crow thinks.
Like that, crow is
Thinking.
thinking.
Crow thinking.
So now you got the point, right? In
Yes.
English, if you have to write, you will say how to drink water, double quote, like this. This fellow thought. So same way that thing also is there. So wherever iti comes, mostly it is for like this. So somebody else is speaking.
It is
So tell that Now,
His words are carrying some like that.
huh?
Like that only.
So
Other
crow
third
is
person.
thinking that how to drink the water.
No, jalam
Can we
katham,
translate it like that?
how how to drink water like this. Kakah chintayati. Crow is thinking.
Okay, so can't we translate it like crow is thinking that how to drink water?
Yeah, you can see in translation the thing is it is not word by word a translation. It is the
Okay,
bhavartha. It is the feeling.
yeah.
So what he is trying to tell, that is why translator should know both the languages. So you in Sanskrit here you understand what it is. Now the most beautiful way you can put it in English, so it is not bounded any side. Okay, so I think
Meaning understood actually. Okay.
now I think this one is clear, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come to second one. So asanaya. So asan means near. Asanaya means okay. So there is one concept which is not taught to you. So I will tell you. So you have there is one thing. हाँ वदतु भगिनी.
Sarvajna Padabhag. Sandhi is Sarvajna.
Here
Padabhag is one word.
here sandhi is not there. It is sarvagya padabhag. It is one only.
One.
Don't worry about sandhi and all. When I tell you, listen. If otherwise you don't worry. Here at this level, even you don't need to know anything separate. You just read this. You try to get stula means gross meaning out of this. That is more than enough. Slowly, every word we will explain in coming levels, and then you will be asked to even write details of words, and it will come. As of now, wherever sandhi and other things are there, I will tell. Where I am not telling, there is no sandhi. Sandhi is here only. Janami iti. Then bruyat no. Then shivo. Shivo is shivaha. That's it. And no, it is naha. So here you come. So we say namah shivaya, right? So whom we are doing salutation? When we say Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, right? Why we don't say Om Namah Shivaha? Why Shiva? Shivaya. So that so if you say people say Ramaya Namaha, Gurave Namaha, right? So they never say the real. If I have to say Ramah Namaha, you will not see anywhere written. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, people will say. They will not say Shri Guru Namaha. Right? Shri Durga Devyai Namaha. Like that they will say. So in
So to Rama.
like that to
That
Rama, we have
respect the
one case for this. So whenever you are saluting anybody, so whom you are saluting, he becomes recipient of the salutation. So all the recipients go in different vibhakti. That is called as fourth vibhakti. So when you will read that, then you will understand that. But as of now, I am telling wherever fourth vibhakti comes, it means that person is recipient of something what is given to him. What is given, that will be there in sentence somewhere. So when we say Namah Shivaya, so means Namaste, and who is recipient? Shiva. So Namaste to Shiva. So according to word, it will be different. Like now Vishnu is there. Vishnu is which kind of word? What ending?
Ukarant.
Ukaranta. So we'll never say that Vishnuaya Namaha. We will say Vishnave Namaha. So Guru is ending in Ukaranta, so it should match. So Gurave Namaha. So according to the word ending, we will go in Chaturthi Bhakti and put the person who is receiving in Chaturthi. So now here he is telling Asannaya. So somebody who is near. Suduraya, somebody who is far. Guptaya, somebody who is hidden. Prakatatmane, somebody who is Atmane means somebody physically who is like himself. Atmane as a person who is there. Sulabhaya. So Sulabhaya.
Easily.
Here Sandhi is there. Sulabhaya means easily. Ati Durgaya. Durga means what we say Durga, right? In Sanskrit and I don't know in
Hard.
something which is
Hard.
tough, hard, not easy, right? So Sulabhaya, what is easy? Ati Durgaya, it is not easy. Namah Chitraya. Chitraya means Chitra means
Picture.
picture.
Different kind of.
Picture. Chitra means
Picture.
Oh, direct picture only. Okay.
Chitraya to the
Picture.
that form. Shambhave. Shambhave is for Shambhu.
Shambhu.
Shambhu is Ukaranta, so to him become Shambhave. So Namah Chitraya Shambhave. So now you know all the word. Asannaya
Suduraya. Suduraya.
Prakatatmane Sulbhaya Ati Durgaya. Here Sandhi is there.
Namastitraya.
Namah Chitraya Shambhave. See the English meaning and you make your own meaning. That is it. And we can revisit this once we know the Chaturthi, then we will explain it later. But today you should be able, okay, my to search Shambhu is sometimes near, sometimes that is fine.
I think he explained the characters of the Lord Shiva. Sometimes he is near,
You know
sometimes he's
of all
like
words.
that.
So now you just see that what he is writing.
The
That's
inner meaning of that
he is
sloka.
writing the same thing, right? Such a wonderful Chitray. For wonderful, for Chitray he is writing wonderful. God Shambhu. Shambhave he is writing Shambhu, who is sometimes nearby. Asannay. Sometime nearby. Sometime far away. Suray. Sometime hidden. Gupta.
Guptaya.
And Prakatat
Sometimes appears
physically.
physically.
Sulabhaya
Appearance.
is easily attainable. Ati Durga by some, and some it is very hardly attainable. All these two are already taken, so this is sloka, right?
Okay.
But what I say, you don't go with this
Astraya.
thing. You just try to understand your word at this level. Since you need not to be 100% correct, you try to make your own meaning and write here. Examiner will be happy, you also will learn. Otherwise what you will do, you might read it many times and you might remember this meaning and you may forget the sloka itself. So we will come to
Chaya Prakatatmane Sulabhaya Durgaya Namachitraya Sambhave.
Namah Chitraya Shambhave.
Very good poem. Good word.
You liked it, good.
Astraya Suraya Prakatatmane.
That is what even in our pujas and all also, that some shlokas are there by recitation of them itself you will get feeling, but some are not of that class. Some are meant for, you should imagine while reading or uttering that particular sloka, you should get that feeling also inside, then only it makes sense. So Vedic and all compositions they are not for this. Even you don't understand, then also if you chant them, they will do whatever they have to do, effect on your body environment, they will do, because they are that kind of compositions, that kind of harmony is there. But these kind of things which are later poets and other people have written, they are for this only. Like you should get a picture, like we listen song, right? If somebody is singing some song, we imagine what is actually happening. We just don't go on the music and rhythm. We go on music and rhythm also, but we imagine what actually is happening there. Some any kind of song if you say. Similarly for all prayer shloka also, if you are thinking like this, asannaya suduraya. So just reading this will not be that effective. If you feel like this, like, oh God, you are near to me, also far, also like that, then it is more attaching.
Yes.
So anyway, that is one of the benefit you will get after completing this thing. So this is again today's Vangmaya is Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana and Mahabharata is called our history. So that is all you read. Adi Kavi, you know, Adi means beginner first. So Kavi means poet. So
First.
is Valmiki. And Adi Kavya means first poetry is Ramayana. So what he has written. So all the Valmiki Ramayana is written in shloka. Shloka is something which comes from shoka. Shoka means grief. So something which came from sadness. So everybody knows the story. He was going to take bath in Tamsa river, and then at that time some hunter killed one of the bird from a pair. So then he saw the other, I think the female one, crying while seeing the male bird falling. And then he got a very much feeling in his heart, and he cursed that hunter, ma nishad pratishtham tvam agama shaswati sama, that you never get any good position in society. And that was the first shloka. So because of grief it came out. So that is how shokat jayate, means from shoka it came, so it became shloka. So all the Ramayana is written in shloka form, and all our anything, not only poetry, science, maths, everything is written in shloka form because they are easy to remember. There is a tune that is called chanda. So you can remember because there was no way of writing. So remembering was the only one way. So it has to be Karna Priya, and you should be easy to remember. So this is a saying about Ramayana. This is a very nice thing. It is, if you like, you can keep. Yanti. Yanti is gachanti, like that. Nyaya pravrittasya. Who go as per law, on right path. Tiryanchaha. There is a sandhi. Tiryanchaha. Tiryancha means lesser beings who are not as higher beings as humans, like animals, birds, or those. Tiryancha api. Api means also. Sahayatam. Tam, you know, is coming from where? One tam, you know. Vandatam, vandetam, like that. So it comes from another place, same, that is other linga, but that tam, by tam you can figure out this is a verb kind of thing. So yanti nyaya pravrittasya, one who is going on right path. Tiryancha api sahayatam, lesser beings, animals, birds also will help them. Apanthanam, a is negating, panthanam, pantha means way. Who is going in wrong way, to gachantam, one who is going to wrong way. Sodaro, sodarah api, sodarah api vimunchati. Vimunchati means tyajati. Sodara means sa udara. Those who come from same womb or stomach, means real brothers or sisters born from same mother. Sodara. So sa udara. Udara means stomach.
Vibhishana. Like Vibhishana.
No, like
Ravan is goes in wrong way.
Same brothers and mother.
Ravan is
like if I
Mother is
ask
same.
how many sodaras you have, I can ask that way. How many real siblings you have? That is the meaning.
The same mother is same.
Same mother, yeah, same mother. So what he is telling, apanthanam tu gachantam, who is going on wrong way, for them, sodaro api vimunchati. Now what
brothers will
Priya
get
was telling, yes, what you were telling, that is coming here. First line is for Rama, second line is for Ravana.
Ravana to Vibhishana.
Ravana Vibhishana. So first line is telling, because Rama was on the right path, so even birds, animals, monkeys, everyone came to his help. And since Ravana was on the wrong path, even the
Own brother also leave.
His own brother
his brother also left him. So this all, like so many things, good teachings are there in our these books, that, but it is very sad state that we are not taught. And when we grow up, we have so many things to do to not get time to do this. Anyway, we'll do the story now. So, Ekah Vriddha Asit. Asit is the form lung. Since this chapter has a grammar part as Bhutkala, so here we will see mostly verbs which are Bhutkala verbs. You have to figure out and you tell me the verb and tell me what is the present tense form of this. Then the meaning of this. So, Ekah Vriddha Asit. Yes.
Asti.
anybody?
Asti.
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 Is present.
Asti is in Vartamana. And what is the meaning of this?
Once
There was
upon
an old
One
man.
old
There
was there.
was a old
in English, the way you want, you can decorate it. Once upon a time or anything. So, Saha Shudhitaha Abhavat. Abhavat is present tense.
Abhavat past.
Bhavati.
Past tense.
Bhavati.
Bhavati. It's the past tense. It Bhavati it will become. So, Saha Shudhitaha. Shudhitaha means hungry. Hungry Abhavat. He became hungry. Samipe means
Near.
by. Ekah one. Amra vrikshaha.
One
Mango tree.
mango tree.
Asit. So was there, right? Vriddhaha, old man. Why it is not old women? Old
Akaranta.
lady?
Vidha.
Because it is akaranta. Pumlinga.
Akaranta pullinga.
If it has to be old lady, what will be the word?
Vruddha.
Vriddha.
Vruddha.
Yeah, very nice. Vriddha. So see, verb, anything else will not change. Only this fellow will change. If any decorator is there, they will change. Vriddha amra vrikshasya samipam agachat. This is verb. What is the present tense for this?
Agachati.
No.
Agachami. Samipam.
This
Gachati.
Gachati. Gachati.
He went to the tree.
Gachati. Gachati.
Agachati means return. Gachati means go. Agachati means return, right? So
Came. Gachanti.
So Vriddhaha, old person, went to
Near
Near,
mango.
went
Near?
near to the tree.
mango tree. So
Mango
Vrikshe,
tree.
Vrikshe, in the tree, Bahuni. What is this? Bahuni?
Kani.
More
More.
Oh, I'm
more Phalani.
not interested in meaning. I'm interested in the which word it is, what vachana this is. Meaning
Bahuvachanam. Bahuvachanam.
Okay.
Plural.
plural of
Bahuvachana.
what linga?
Napumsaka. Napumsaka.
Napumsakalinga.
Because it is with phalani. Bahuni phalani. Many fruits. Phalani is also is bahuvachan pumsak.
Anekani bahun.
Vrikshe, in tree, bahuni phalani. Many fruits. Apashyat. What is the present for this?
Pashyati.
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 So meaning is he saw in tree he saw many fruits, right? Saha achintayat. What is the
Chintayati.
Thought.
tayati?
Chintayati.
Yes, he thought. Now see, he is thinking. So comma will start and where comma will end, there iti will come like this.
Yes.
So this is the way Sanskrit, in Sanskrit we tell somebody's thought or indirect thing.
So whenever you have to put the iti, you can that sentence with colon.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Even you can say for yourself also.
Okay.
Aham shvah gacchami iti aham adhuna chintayami. I will go tomorrow like this I am thinking now.
Okay.
So it is not for others only. Aham vriddha. So now aham vriddha, because it is not for storyteller. It is for vriddha itself.
Self narrating.
Yeah, self narrated. So aham vriddha, aham I am old. Asti is hidden here. right? Aham vriddha asmi, it should be. But if it is not written, you know it asmi will be there, so we can assume. The assuming part is called as adhyahara. So anywhere in Samskrita where verb is not there, we assume and we say adhyahara. Since grammar is so tight, you cannot assume wrong. It will always be correct. So mama sharire shaktihi na asti. Mama, mine, sharire, in body, shaktihi, strength, na, no, asti, is. In my body, strength is not there because I am old. Vrikshaha, tree, unnataha, tall, asti. Tree is tall. Katham, how, upari, up, gachami. How I should climb, how I can go up. Katham, how, phalam, fruit, propnomi. How to get the fruit. Iti, like this. Right? He, like this what? Saha achintayat. He thought. Saha achintayat, like this. Right? Now, vrikshasya upari vanarah asan. What is asan?
Vanarah,
Asti.
No,
monkeys.
Asana.
Verb.
verb. What is the
Verb.
vachana?
Plural.
Plural. What is the lat lakara form for this? If we have to say in Vartaman Kala?
Asti.
No.
Asti.
Asti is ekvachana. Santi.
Santi, santi.
Asanti, okay.
So now you know, like the verb should be in match with the doer of that. So who is in plural in this sentence? Sa is plural.
Vanara.
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 Vanara is plural. So that is why he is telling Vanara asan.
Okay.
So
Okay.
monkeys
Single
were there.
means asti, plural means santa. No?
Asti means is, santi means are. When
Okay.
it will go in plural, it will become asit, asam, asan.
Okay. Asit, asam, asit.
Vrikshasya upari vanaraha asan. On the tree, monkeys were there. Vriddhaha ekam upayam akarot. This is verb. What is the present tense for this?
Karoti.
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 Do.
Vriddhaha does. So here Vriddhaha ekam upayam akarot. He did. So old person did one something to solution of thing to get the
Idea.
idea also.
Push
Yeah.
to get.
Yeah. Actually, in reality, if you see, you cannot translate any language to any other language because the essence that language only has.
Yes,
So
meaning you can translate, but
it's always the nearest meaning you can translate.
yes, that is there.
So anything written in any language, any poet has written, if you and the way people enjoy that, if you think like I will translate into some target language and that language users will enjoy similarly, it is very hard. So that is why if you learn Sanskrit and then you read Gita or Ramayana, the amount of enjoyment you will get, that if you tell in English, some person you will never get.
Yes, the
That person
bhava
will
is
never
different
get.
meaning
Yeah,
express.
yeah.
Yes, you're right, sir.
So, okay, we'll move forward. Saha.
You will miss the nativity.
Yes, madam.
No, I said you will miss the nativity.
Yeah. Because that thought, whoever has written, that thought was not random. It was in some particular frame. That frame was
Yeah.
that language. So if
Yeah,
you
true.
have to go in that frame, then it is always best to go there. If there is no way, then it is okay. Go and read in translation.
Actually, for that sake only we want to learn Sanskrit, sir.
Yeah, that is true. We will learn that. Good thing with this is it will bring so many side effects. along with that desired thing, you will get so many positive side effects.
Yes, yes. Main reason is to land the sand with the पाषाण
सः सः पाषाणखण्डान् स्वीकृत्य अक्षिपत्. Akshipat is the verb. What is the present? Shipati.
Shipati.
क्षिपति
Akshipati. Shipati means throwing. Akshipat means throw. Saha, he, that Vriddha, Pashan Khandan. This is Ditiya Vachan. Svikritya. Svikritya is like we have sa Tyaktva. So after accepting. Now you see how in Sanskrit it is telling he accepted Pashan Khandan means pebbles, or you can say small stones. Pashan means stone, Khandan means parts. So Pashan Khandan. So small
taken
stone. In English you will say taken. Here he is telling accepted. So
Yeah.
after taking that, he akshipat, he threw on the monkeys. Right? This was his trick, whatever he has thought. So by this what happened? Vanarah kupitah abhavan. Abhavan is again plural. Bhavanti. Bhavanti is becoming abhavan for Vanarah, because Vanarah are plural. Monkeys kupita, they got angry. Monkeys became angry. So if monkeys became angry, they will copy you. So what they did? Te is again plural. Te, monkeys. Phalani, fruits. Akshipan. So they don't had that Pashan Khandan with them. So they plucked the fruit and they started hitting this old person. So Vriddha Tani Phalani Svikritya. Again Svikritya is coming. So the old person accepted all those fruits which were thrown by monkeys. Santoshena, with full happily. Akhadat, ate. Khadati is eating. Akhadat is ate. So that is why it is called Kushalah Vriddha. He is a smart old person. Or any English meaning. Now you know Kushala means this. And now any word you can
clever word.
clever, smart, anything.
Smart word. Yeah.
As using clever. So that is what my suggestion is. If you try to understand this, then you don't need to depend on this. You can create this your own depending on your language, how much you are expert in that particular language. So you may write very nice if you are in your native language you are reading. You may write it very nicely than what is written in this book. So don't limit your this thing to. Okay. So now kah kshudhitah abhavat? Vriddhah kshudhitah abhavat.
Vriddhah Shridhah.
Yes. Vriddhah vrikshe kani apashyat?
वृद्धः वृक्षे अनेकानि फलानि अपश्यत् अनेकानि फलानि
So how you figured out it is a question about Phalani, not about Vanarah? Because he saw monkeys also, right?
Yeah.
So you will figure out from
Kani.
the Kani.
Kani.
Because question is telling the neuter. What Napumsak Linga he saw in tree. So that is the Phala. If it has to ask for for monkeys, then he will ask what? Ka. Kaha.
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 Kaha apashyat.
Kauke. Sorry. Kaha kauke. Or Kan for Ditiya. So Sah Kim Achintayat.
Aham Vriddhah
Like that. Big things you remember that. Vanaraha Kani Akshipan.
फलानि अक्षिपन्
Phalani Akshipan. So that is this. So here next one is telling Asti Santi. This you already know. Asti is Santi is are. Balakah Asti, there is a boy. Balakah Santi, there are boys. So we can say Sri Vidya Bhagini Asti. and bahava anya bhaginyah api santi, like that we can say, right? So asti santi, they are simple. You try to use it in your small 2-letter words. If you make one in a day and try to tell anybody who is near you, or write in group if nobody is near you, it will help. So now asti santi is or, then there should be, you should know how many, how to ask how many, because how many's reply is asti or santi can be.
Okay.
How many is as kati. Kati means how many. So kati is always plural. So when we ask kati janaha asti, we will not ask. Kati janaha asti, we will not ask. How many people? Santi will ask, matching. Because kati is always plural. Always plural is called as nitya bahuvachana. Nitya bahuvachana. So all these things you can read. Here it is. So like chatvaraha vedaha santi. What will be the question?
There are 4 Vedas.
No.
Kati Vedaah santi.
What is
Kanti
it?
Vedas.
Yes, yes. So we will change chatvara to kati. Kati vedaha santi.
Vedas santi, chatar.
Chatvara is the answer. Here it is, frame the question.
Okay.
Then gayakah dash geetani gayati. So you can ask gayakah
गायकः
kati
कति गीतानि गायति
Gayati.
Yes. So like that you can do these things and you can share. Hopefully today more people will share. So now sadayam hridayam yasya. Yasya means whose. Sadayam. Sa means with. Dayam means with kindness. Hridayam means heart. Yasya, whose heart is filled with or with that kindness. Bhashitam means speech. Satya bhushitam. Bhushitam means decorated. Satya means truth. So whose speech is decorated with truth. Kaya is the body. Parahite, in the para means other, hite means benefit. Parahite means in others' benefit. Yasya, whose body is in others' benefit. Kalistasya, Kalihi means Kalikala or Kali Yuga or Kali Purusha, both. Right? Kalihi tasya, his karoti kim. What Kali Yuga can or Kali Purusha can do to him. What wrong or what harm. So sadayam hridayam yasya, whose heart is filled with mercy or other kindness things. Bhashitam satya bhushitam, whose speech is decorated with truthfulness. Kaya parhite yasya, who is always doing good to others. Kali cannot do anything to him. This is the meaning of, or her. This is the meaning of this Subhashita. This is your Nagarika and Naka even, and this is the end of chapter 4. This you people have already did all exercise in the last class only. So intransitive, active, yes, nothing is there. Yes, we are done for the day. Next class, 5th chapter. So I hope that you will read these things. So at least for this you can start like Nagare dash devalaya santi. Make a question for this and share. Like Nagare kati devalaya santi. Like that, make for all, and then you will come this abhyasa anyway you will do, and this much anything else. Even for this, okay, write for this our story also, so that at least one time again you will read. At least this much you share, then then it will look like people are interested and are managing their time, because in this stage managing time is the big thing. So if you manage time, then we will have further exercises in this, and from outside also I will bring which are relevant to these topics. Okay, I think we overshooted by 5 minutes. Dhanyawada.
Sure. Dhanyawad. Shubhratri.
Shubhratri. Namaste.
धन्यवादः